Aerobatics is an aerial discipline flow with a high maneuverable plane that consists in performing figures in front of a group of judges. Just like ice skating, the performer with the highest score wins the competition. A program is generally composed of 10 to 14 figures and lasts around 6 to 8 minutes of flight. In each figure, you can get a certain number of lines and rotation, which will make coefficient of the figure. They are international and national contests that take place every year in each country. To train for aerobatics, you need to start by flying on a two-seater aircraft with a flight instructor. You will learn the basics of flying aerobatics such as loops, slow rolls, hammerhead, etc. I flew my first solo after only 5 hours of training on the Cap 10. The most difficult thing was to learn how to land with a tailwheel aircraft. I will never forget this moment. It was like magic to fly aerobatics for the first time alone in an aircraft. Once you reach the higher level, you fly on the more performant aircraft, for example the Extra 330 that I fly nowadays. The Extra 330 is a one-seater with an engine of 315 horsepower, and it can do more than 1 roll per second. It can sustain up to 10 Gs, positive or negative, which is more than enough to fly over to the highest level of aerobatics, unlimited. If you want to know more about the Extra 330, you can click on the link in the description that will guide you to my video tour around this amazing aircraft. You then generally hire a coach that will have a radio on the ground and will be able to guide you through and improve your flying technique to reach the top level. At this point, the coach becomes also very important to motivate you and bring you to the right state of mind to perform a great flight. Indeed, at the highest level, the pilots have the same technical skills. It's the mental state that will make the difference between a champion and the places after him or her. During a competition, you will fly 4 programs. The first one is the known program. At the beginning of the season, you are given, with all the other pilots, 5 compulsory figures, to which you will add 5 of your own choice figures. That will make you build a sequence with 10 figures. Of course, you have to respect a certain number of criteria, and you are allowed a maximum number of points as a credit. The program number 2 to the number 4 are the unknown programs. During the competition, 10 pilots will be selected after a drawing of lots to propose 1 figure each. With these 10 figures, each team or pilot can design their own sequence with the right to use supplementary figures in order to link everything well together. To sum up, this sequence is a unique composition and no pilot has ever flown it before. This is where you make the difference as a talented pilot. There is also a drawing of lots for the order of the flights. This order is changed as each flight in a way to make it fair for everyone during the whole competition. An international competition can last up to 10 days, so you have to keep your nerves for a long period of time and be ready when it's your turn. When you fly aerobatics, you encounter some G-force during the whole flight. In order to counteract the effects of the G-force, you need to have a solid core and contract your body in the pull-ups to avoid the blood going away from your brain and facing G-lock. The best thing for that is to lift weights and some static core training. Another important thing is speed. For that, you can work with rubber bands and simulate the same movements than the ones you can expect in the aircraft. In the end, you have to be creative and think about what you need to be the best prepared in the aircraft. The judges like the very dynamic style, so on my side I work a lot on my strength before my speed, and it's a good basic thing to do. With strength, you can easily add the speed after that. During the winter, when I have more time, I do some biking or running at very slow pace. That allows my body to get more endurance and have a good cardio basis. The main difference is that in aerobatics competition, it is a judge sport and the winner is the one who gets the best mark. Of course, you have to add to that all the subtleties to judge sport, such as the bias effect, for example. The air race is more like a timing sport where the winner is the fastest. It is a very short run, around 1 minute, and you could easily compare it to ski slalom, where the aim is to be the smoothest possible to avoid creating drag and losing time.